Hi everyone, welcome back. This is our fourth instalment of our walk this morning through the woods down to Caerleon. We've just been to the Roman barracks and seen the ruins, the very impressive ruins, considering how big it was, and that was only a small part of what it would have been there in its heyday. So we're now at, I guess, the jewel in the crown. This is the Roman Amphitheatre. So I'm going to turn us around. And as we walk through, I'm going to share some pretty cool facts about this place. So let's head over this way. It's really quiet this morning. There's no one here. We're very, very lucky to have it to ourselves. This is some of the seating area down here. And then here we go. This is it, the amphitheatre. Really impressive. It's beautiful. Really well maintained as well. It's actually a Cadw site, which is the Welsh equivalent of National Trust. So they're responsible for upkeeping and maintaining it. And they've done that all throughout COVID actually. We've come here a couple of times. Just for a walk, and sometimes they've been open, sometimes they've not, but they've definitely had the ladies in here with the upkeep, making sure that any litter is picked up. I'm going to imagine I'm a gladiator for a moment, walking through, coming down, crowds cheering as I fight for my life. Of course, thinking of Russell Crowe, looking mighty fine in Gladiator. Here we go. Now we're down in the amphitheatre. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Walk back through and go back up and try and give you another bird's eye view of the whole place. But while we do that, a little bit of history about our local amphitheatre, more Roman ruins. So this was built in around AD 90 to entertain the legionaries stationed at the fort. So we talked about Isca, the fort was called Isca for Caerleon. As we talked about earlier, there were about 5,500 legion soldiers stationed here. So they really did need something to keep them entertained. So wooden benches would have provided seating for up to 6,000 spectators. So amazingly, they would have been able to fit them all in here at once, which in itself is pretty amazing. Right, I'm just going to climb up here. We're going to look out over the amphitheatre. Enjoy our bird's eye view. I was going to try and turn it, but I've just been told I'm not allowed to turn my phone while I'm recording, so we will also take some photos. Here we go, sitting out. There you are. Now, once the Romans left, let's go back to talk about King Arthur for a little bit, because this place was apparently part of that legend. So there was Geoffrey of Monmouth, a very imaginative 12th century scholar who wrote a history of the kings of Britain, and he included Arthur in that. And his theory was that Arthur was crowned in Caerleon, and so this amphitheatre where we're standing now and looking at are actually the remains of King Arthur's Round Table. Now, as romantic an idea as that is, I have to tell you, this would be a pretty large round table. It's huge. This is easily most of a football pitch, just for a comparison. So I think that's probably a bit of creative license, but I do love the idea that Arthur passed through here, King Arthur, and that somehow it was related to his knights in the Round Table, and the fantastic ideology that was. We did a walk a little while ago, and that was to King Arthur's cave. That was over more towards Monmouth, and the legend was that King Arthur had passed through there on one of his many travels. But the other local legend about that cave, interestingly, was that there was a local couple who used to live in that cave, and they literally lived off the land. So they'd forage and find whatever they could, and they'd also hunt local animals, so rabbits or squirrels, and they'd sell the pelts and make them into shoes, which they sold at local markets. So plenty of history in this wonderful area where we live, and we just love sharing it with you guys. So I hope you enjoy it, and please do keep the questions coming. We've had some requests about seeing these kind of places, and also the cemetery as well. There's a couple of cemeteries we might visit, which some people might not like the idea of. For our family, the cemetery has become a place of peace just after the last few years and some of the things that have happened for us as a family. We've really tried with the children to put a positive view on it being a peaceful resting place rather than tales of ghosts and spirits. So we'll be having a look at that because they always contain so much history. Right, over here I am guessing that the kids aren't here to laugh and giggle and tell me, but I'm guessing this was part of the Romans' plumbing system. Although, to be honest, the barracks are literally 2-minute walk sort of over that way in through there. So it's not far. They had to go back there to use the facilities, but I guess if not, they had something here. Right, we're just going to go down and in one last time. And we've literally got this place absolutely to ourselves. It's fantastic. There's a gateway going up to all the other seats for the spectators that's come through here. You can imagine the crowds cheering. Not sure I'd like to be a gladiator though, funnily enough. I love the lions, but definitely put money on them rather than me. The sky's beginning to cloud over, it's a bit grey. Keep walking through. It's just beautiful. We're going to head up this way, back out and through. We've made our debut in the amphitheatre, and it's time for us to head off. Climb up these rocks. Sorry guys, bit of an action shot. It was steeper than I thought. Our family waiting. And at this point, I'm going to love you and leave you with one final view of this fantastic piece of local Roman history, the amphitheatre. I really hope you've enjoyed our private viewing of the amphitheatre this morning. There's been absolutely no one here while we've been walking around, so it's been a real treat. We're going to start to head home now, back up through the woods. If we come across anything interesting, we'll bring you guys in, but otherwise, speak soon and hope you enjoyed. Thanks guys, and have a great day. Bye everyone.